happening now. Hundreds of runners and walkers are up early to send a message to our community that domestic violence is not okay. Fox 26's Damali Keith is live in the Montrose area this morning with more on the 26th annual Race Against Violence. And Damali, I know so many people have been raising money for this race, and it all goes to benefit the Houston Area Women's Center there.
It certainly is not okay. A wonderful event going on here at the Houston Area Women's Center. A 5K run and walk will be underway, and also a kids fun run will get started shortly. And if you're not taking part in this wonderful event because maybe you're a victim of domestic abuse, then let me introduce you to Laura White.
He told me I was as good as dead.
A story that starts this way has to be pretty awful, but Laura White says this one isn't because it doesn't have an unhappy ending. However, Laura knows she survived a nightmare.
He was isolating me from my children, my family. He monitored my phone calls, tracked my whereabouts. I would get in trouble if I came home late or didn't answer the phone. It was just a lot of verbal abuse.
When Laura decided to leave her emotionally abusive husband, he had other plans.
He chambered the shotgun and raised it up to my face and told me he was going to kill me and then kill himself. That if he couldn't have me, no one else could have me. So about 10 minutes after looking down the barrel of the shotgun, I just made a decision I was going to try to get away. And so I jumped up to try to get around him, and when I did, he stepped back and he shot me in the abdomen with the 12-gauge shotgun.
This vice president of an area bank was shot in the stomach, slumped on the floor, and bleeding to death.
And I couldn't feel my leg anymore because all my nerves had been severed on that side. And then I finally just told him in a really soft voice that if he wasn't going to call 911 to shoot me again, not to let me lay there like that.
After pretending to call for help once, her husband finally called 911 for real.
And they life-flighted me to Memorial Hermann Hospital. They said when I got down there, I had completely bled out and I no longer had a pulse. They gave me less than 1% chance of living.
That was November 29th, 2009.
You know, the first year afterwards, I was actually getting ready to go to trial against my ex-husband. I was full of uncertainty, a lot of fear. The second year, I was full of a lot of anger. Last year, I was just so full of gratitude.
Laura is speaking out every chance she gets to help stop this. Thelma, Martha, Isabel, Victoria, April. These are the stories of the 30 women killed last year here in Harris County as a result of domestic violence. The youngest was just 15 years old, killed by her boyfriend. If you need help getting away from an abuser, there's plenty of assistance available here at the Houston Area Women's Center.
You're stuck in this relationship and you're trying to get out. You need help getting out. You just can't do it by yourself.
Because when a woman leaves her abuser, statistics, the experts, everyone will tell you that's the most dangerous time for her.
Absolutely, and that's what happened to me. When I started coming to counseling here at the Women's Center, I looked around me and I thought, where are the women like me? And I realized the women, they don't talk about it. They're scared to talk about it. They're ashamed.
Laura's husband will now spend the rest of his life in prison. And unfortunately, there are far too many stories like this, but fortunately, the Houston Area Women's Center is doing something about it. Rebecca White is the CEO of the Houston Area Women's Center. So tell me about the 5K walk and how will it benefit the Houston Area Women's Center?
Be happy to. This is our 26th annual Race Against Violence, and it's a great opportunity for our community to come out and show their support for survivors of domestic violence. It's also a great opportunity to let those who have experienced violence know that they're not alone, that our community supports them.
And that's why so many victims don't speak out, because they feel like they are alone.
Exactly. They feel like they're alone, like it's their fault, and we want them to know that's the case. They're not alone. Help is available one phone call away on our hotline, and it's not their fault. We can help. The money that we raise from this race obviously goes to support all of the services we make available to survivors of domestic and sexual violence.
That is good stuff. You guys are doing wonderful things here. The run will get started at 8 a.m. and if you haven't yet donated or if you haven't yet signed up for the run, you can still come out and do so, or you can stay at home and still donate. You can just go to hawc.org KRIV.org. Sally, this is a fantastic cause. Lots of people getting together this morning for it.
Great information, Damali. Thanks so much. And as she said, yeah, the money is so important that they raise, but it's also the message that they're sending by all being together there today. So we appreciate that report. Thanks. Time now 6:38. Stick around. Caitlin is back with a look at how you're